You blink, and you're already late. The room is too bright. Fluorescent lights buzz like trapped insects, slicing silence into static. Your chair is metal, cold, welded to the floor like punishment. In front of you, a test booklet. Familiar. Ink smudged. The questions are in your own handwriting. Only, you don't remember writing them. Remember, don't miss any signal words. Question 1. Define who you were before the fear. You freeze. The clock ticks, not forward, sideways. Time isn't moving. It's folding. You start to write. The ink disappears mid-sentence. Letters vanish like they were never meant to exist. Page after page, blanking out beneath your fingertips. Your heart pounds like a traitor. You studied. You swore you studied. Didn't you? A faceless proctor leans in, mouth close to your ear. No lips, just voice. You've read all of this. Why do you remember none of it? You look up. No exits. Just walls made of half-formed thoughts. The bell rings. Relief? No. The pages reappear, blank again. Same questions. Same panic. The cycle reboots. Study. Forget. Guilt. Repeat. You think it's your brain. But maybe it's the system. And something in you just broke trying to obey it. You step inside. The vault waits, but it's empty. No shelves, no order, just a scattered mess of flashcards bleeding ink onto cold concrete. A shadow detaches itself from the darkness. A neurolibrarian. No words, just a key pressed into your palm. Its cold metal reads, encoding. You clutch it and suddenly see. You never built this vault. You skimmed, copied, highlighted. Shallow streams flowing through a cracked bucket. That's not encoding. That's leaking. Knowledge slipping through fingers you never made steady. The scene shifts. You're standing beside astronauts, chess masters, spies, minds sharp enough to map emotion, story, movement into memory. They don't just learn facts. They feel them. You fall to the floor, tracing symbols with trembling fingers, whispering facts like incantations. Memory is not repetition. It's attachment. What you mean to yourself becomes real. The proctor's voice cuts in, colder this time. You've been reading. They've been remembering. The key burns in your hand. Change how you learn, or fade into silence. A book slides across the table. Your study notes, brittle with overuse. Two choices, burn it or bind it. Binding means holding on to what you never truly owned. A cage of half-memorized words, waiting to slip away. Burning means surrendering the old to start fresh, encoding with intention, building from fire. A flame crackles nearby. You hesitate, but then a rush. None of it ever stuck. Nothing but echoes in empty rooms. You strike a match. The edges catch, curling black like memories melting away. Ash rises, light and wild, freedom. Suddenly, you're in a forest. Each tree a topic, branches heavy with ideas. But this time, you carve them yourself. Stories, sketches, reflections etched deep into bark. No more cramming. You're building memory architecture. This is the real study hack. Design over consume. The forest glows with recall because you belong here now. Then the wind shifts. You hear footsteps, someone else in your woods, tracing your map, copying what you made sacred. You face the mirror, another you, tracing your branches, stealing your forest leaf by leaf. Their eyes reflect your hunger, your drive. But something's off, too smooth, too fast. AI flashcards flicker between their fingers, pre-made systems loading like cheats. You snap, voice sharp. You're cheating. They grin, cold, calculating. No, just optimizing. The proctor reappears, dropping a heavy stone between you. Cold, weighted. Mastery or mimicry. Your fingers brush the stone. It hums with a truth you've buried. Most people don't learn. They borrow learning. Borrowed knowledge cracks, shatters under pressure. The twins' forest glitches. Roots rot, branches flicker and die. Yours? Solid. Why? Because you suffered to build it. Struggle isn't failure. It's signal. Confusion isn't a barrier. It's construction. You turn away, leaving synthetic speed behind. You're not faster. You're real. Suddenly, your vault pulses, glowing. Not from ease, but from earned recall. Friction, forged memory. And that's what matters. You wake. No classroom. No proctor. Just your desk, scarred with ink and sweat. But something's different. Facts surface without struggle. Words fold into your mind like old friends. You feel them. The weight of each concept, the texture of ideas, the faint scent of smoke from the burned books still lingering in your nostrils. The forest you built blooms behind your eyes. Roots steady, branches alive. Memory isn't broken. It rewired itself around meaning. Your palm tingles, and etched there, like a tattoo of truth, the final message. Brain, you don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the system you designed. Most people forget because they never felt what they learned. You aren't most people anymore. Your new ritual unfolds. Sketch before you read. Speak what you study. Tie facts to pain, movement, metaphor. Because the elite know, memory isn't a file cabinet. It's a battlefield. And now, you fight with fire. You won't remember everything. Only what matters. Only what you meant to keep. That's enough. That's more than most. If this cracked your mind open, comment below. Maybe it just did.